I was 14 years old, and one day I woke up and the only thing I wanted to do was spark up some Zaza, and I was willing to do anything to not get caught. But when I saw the bros, I filled them in on the plan, and when we got out of school, everyone slid over to my crib. My mom wasn't gonna be home for another hour, so there's no way we were getting caught. And as soon as they stepped in the door, my boy Sam pulled out the Benjamin, and we all understood the assignment and stepped into the bathroom for a hot box. And as I'm hitting the pen, I remembered I only had 45 minutes before my mom gets home, but I hit it anyway. I'll be fine by the time she gets home. And with 30 minutes left, the boys dip. But before they leave, I asked Sam if I can hold his pen until tomorrow and give it back to him the next day. And he says, bet. For sure. So I decided to take a few more blinkers before my mom came home just to make sure I was feeling right. So I go sit on the bed for a little bit and I notice I have 0 hunger bars. So I go into the kitchen, destroy an entire box of applesauce. And while I'm eating the applesauce, I notice something else. I can feel every single molecule of this sauce inside me, which was weird because prior to me hitting the pen, I had smoked a Za before, but this was new. I don't even worry about it. So I walk to my room and as I sit down on the bed, boom, I'm on Mars, bro. And I start panicking. The Zaza never felt like this before. So I run to the shower, turn on the water the coldest it can go, and hop in that joint. And I snap back for 2 seconds. And then it comes right back. And I start thinking that if I don't get this out my system, I'm gonna die. So with no other options left, I run into the living room and grab the house phone and dial 911. 911, what's your emergency? And when I heard those words, I realized the only reason I felt like this is because I gave the pen the Tiana Trump treatment and I was actually high. Because I had smoked before, but the times I did, I never actually gotten high. This was my first time really feeling the Zaza. And I hang up the phone, and after calming down, I felt amazing. So I clean up the bathroom and hide the Benjamin. And now finally, I was chilling. So I go into my room, start vibing, until I hear the phone ringing. And it's my mom. Hello? I'll be home in 10 minutes. Okay, bye. And I start panicking again. I can't let my mom catch me like this. So I start thinking of anything I could do to not get caught. I can't leave the house without letting my mom know. I'm only 14. And I can't tell her I'm going to hang out with my friends because we had just got caught smoking on the balcony a week ago. So the only option that wasn't suspicious was calling my brother. But in my panic, I totally forgot that my brother is a cop too. And bro is not one for the games. So I call my brother, fill him in on the situation. And he says, go outside and sit down and I'll be there in a few minutes. And bring the pen with you. And I'm litty, bruh. He finna come get me. We finna go chill or something. But I was a little bit confused about why he wanted the pen. But I didn't care. Shit, all I knew was I wasn't getting caught. So the moment he pulls up, he gives me a hug and says, I want you to know that what I'm about to do is because I love you. And because I was so fried, I didn't pick up what was being put down. So I just say, I know, I love you too, man. So I hop in the car and then he pulls up in front of the gym. And I'm like, wait, why are we at the gym? Well, since you think it's cool to smoke and you don't want to be high anymore, I'm gonna put you through a little workout. And bro had me working out for 4 hours straight, bro. I swear. He put me in the boxing ring, started beating me up. Then he said if I do 10 push-ups in a row, we could leave. But not only was I gassed, but back then I couldn't do push-ups, bro. I had no muscle. And after trying again and again, I couldn't do it. People were laughing at me. I felt so ashamed, bro. I didn't even know what was going on because I was so fried and paranoid. So he tells me to come and get in the car. And as we're driving, he says, so after today, you're not gonna be smoking anymore, right? No, I'm not. Well, I'm gonna make sure you don't. Then throws the cart out the window. And then he says, well, you know what my job is, right? And you know I have to do my job, right? Yeah, okay. As long as you know I'm just doing my job. And as the dots started to connect, I'm in disbelief. There's no way he's actually gonna take me to jail. My own brother? But the realization hit when we got to the police station and he tells me to get out of the car, puts me in handcuffs, and says, you're under arrest for possession of an illegal substance. And I'm terrified. And he takes me to this back room, takes my fingerprints and my pictures. Then he takes me back to the interrogation room and handcuffs me to the table. And he walks out and comes back with 2 other detectives. And they start interrogating me, bro. And at this point, I was just saying anything to get me out of this situation. So after about an hour of questioning, detectives leave. And my brother takes me to the back of the police station to a holding cell and locks the door and leaves. And the whole thing didn't even feel real, bruh. My own brother just betrayed me when I needed help the most. And if I could do the whole thing over again, I would have never smoked in the first place. And then, after what felt like hours, my brother comes back, tells me to get up. He walks me out of the police station and says, "That's what's gonna happen to you if you keep doing the things you're doing. You're better than that. Be better." We get in the car and go home. And I couldn't have been happier, bruh. And even though I thought I didn't get caught, my brother called my mom and told her about the entire situation. And I learned a valuable lesson that day. If you ever want to smoke the Zaza, don't get caught. The only thing that man taught me that day was PTSD, bruh.